Have you ever wondered how we perceive light and color? It all begins with our radiant sun, ceaselessly emitting energy into the universe. This energy, vibrating the ether at an impressive rate of 400 trillion times a second, initiates what we've come to understand as light waves. Now here's where it gets truly fascinating. These light waves in reality are nothing more than a form of energy. So when we look around and perceive the world bathed in light, what we're actually experiencing is the sensation created by these rapid, invisible vibrations. It's a ceaseless cosmic dance, a symphony of energy playing out across the universe, with every wave carrying the potential to ignite a sensation of light within our minds. In essence, our perception of light is a sensory response to the energetic ballet choreographed by our sun. It's an intricate illusion that paints our reality in vibrant hues and shades. It is these light waves that create the sensation of light in our minds. But what about color? How do we see the world around us in vibrant hues? Let's dive into the wonderful world of color. At the heart of it all, it's all about vibrations. Imagine, if you will, energy beaming from the sun, producing vibrations in the ether at an astonishing rate of 400 trillion times per second. These vibrations cause what we term as light waves. Now, what happens when the number of these vibrations changes? Well, we start to see different colors. It's a fascinating interplay between science and perception. Shorter, more rapid vibrations result in changes in color. But here's a mind-boggling fact. These colors we see, they don't exist out there in the world. They exist only in our minds. Our minds, you see, are interpreting these vibrations of light waves and translating them into the colors we perceive. So, when we look at a rose and see it as red, it's not that the rose is inherently red. It's that our mind is interpreting the light waves reflecting off the rose in a certain way. The same goes for the grass being green or the sky being blue. The world around us is a canvas, and our minds are the artists, painting the world in vibrant hues based on how they interpret light waves. So, when we say a rose is red or the grass is green, it's all about how our minds interpret these light waves. What happens when the vibrations slow down? Do they disappear? Well, let's delve into the fascinating world of light and energy to find out. Imagine that you're slowing down the vibrations of light waves, all the way down from 400 trillion per second. What happens? They don't vanish into thin air, oh no. Instead, they transform into something we all know and feel: heat. Yes, those slower vibrations manifest as the warmth we feel on our skin on a sunny day, or the heat radiating from a burning candle. Isn't it strange to think that the comforting warmth we experience is just a different form of the same energy that allows us to see the vibrant world around us? But here's where things get really interesting. If we relied solely on our senses to interpret these phenomena, we could be easily fooled. Take, for example, the sun. It appears to be moving across the sky from our earthly perspective, doesn't it? And yet we know it's not the sun that's moving, but the earth rotating on its axis. Similarly, our ancestors once believed the earth was flat simply because it appears that way to the naked eye. So it becomes evident that our senses, while incredibly useful, provide only a limited and sometimes distorted understanding of the world around us. We need to delve deeper beyond the surface to uncover the true nature of things. In reality, our senses provide us with a limited understanding of the world around us. So, does everything we perceive about light and color amount to an illusion? Well, let's recap what we've learned so far. Light, as we know it, is simply a form of energy, producing vibrations in the ether at a staggering rate of 400 trillion per second. These vibrations cause what we term as light waves. The spectrum of colors we perceive, the red of a rose, the green of grass, or the blue of the sky, are merely sensations in our minds, created by different rates of these light wave vibrations. Interestingly, as the vibrations reduce below a certain threshold, we no longer perceive them as light, but experience them as heat. It's an intriguing reminder that our understanding of the world is largely shaped by these sensory perceptions, which in turn are determined by the interplay of energy and vibrations. It's fascinating, isn't it? How our minds interpret these energy vibrations as light and color, creating the world as we see it.